talk about it. So this first one, we have 3 of your favorites from this exhibition. Again, there's 21 total, but there's 3. We want to talk about 3 of your favorites that kind of like, it would be fair to say like tells a story.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this first one is entitled Black Swan, and it's a straight on portrait. Do you want to kind of talk about what it looks like and then kind of go into, either who this person is or the background of kind of how you got this shot, and then we'll get into all the style and all that as well.
Yeah, it's a beautiful friend of mine, Anya, born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. She just was like just a very radiant person in general. Yeah. A lot of just, happiness, just like, radiating from that smile. So I just really wanted to like broadcast that and collaborate on styling with her and kind of like infuse, my history knowledge or just like, my taste on like bridging the gap between modern times and the indigenous times of the past and, more of the Great Plains, Just being able to really bring that out of her and showcase her straight on, like you said, straightforward, and just show her smiling. It was organic, one of those organic moments where, we were talking. A lot of my photo shoots, I'm talking to people, and I learned that skill just to be able to communicate while shooting. And she smiled organically, and it was just one of those, like, if you're a photographer, you might shoot like 80 shots, and it was just one of those shots I caught, and it was just like wow. And I almost instantly knew, like some people don't know, or like, I kind of just knew like, yeah, this is, forever in a day per se, this is like just timeless. It's exactly what I wanted to get out of the photo shoot, this showcase from her.
Yeah. You mentioned like your instant reaction to this photo was instant. Just wow. Yeah.
Even in the shutter, like before I took it, I was like, yeah, this is
that's the one. Yeah. What stood out to you as opposed to, because I know you've taken a lot of photographs with people, right? Yeah. And I'm sure you've tried to like incorporate a bunch of different elements, maybe even elements that are here. But then this one immediately, so you were like, "Wow!" Before it was even in front of you.
It's kind of like, it's kind of like 3 things. It's like composition, the organic feeling in the room, which you can never replicate. And not that you would ever want to replicate it. She genuinely was smiling, like I said. She was almost like laughing, almost, and I caught her just kind of like symmetrical, like
she does look like she's about to start laughing,
literally. Yeah. And I'm on digital now, so I had a lot of photos, and it was just one of those frames right in the middle, and I just knew like in the middle, I'm like, and you like once again composition, the feeling in the room, and I'll say lighting to finish it off, lighting, and lighting is a form of communication, almost. It's like in movies they communicate with shadows or mysterious, vibe. And this is one of those ones where it's kind of like it's mysterious, but at the same time, she's like just joyous. Yeah. So it's nothing really like it's nothing to think more than like she's just genuinely happy.
Yeah. No, that comes through. The joy comes through, and then
and how timeless is that?
Oh, right?
Just a straight feeling, like Yeah.
Well, and I'm glad you mentioned the kind of the mysteriousness, because that is something that didn't immediately come through when I saw it. But now that you mentioned it,
because her eyes are like
going for it,
gone almost. Yeah, it's like black eyes, but that's her natural, like very black, poignant eyes. I don't even know how they.
Yeah,
really
no, it's a good moment you captured there, for sure. Well, we'll move on to the second one, because again we get to.